Alright, so we're back. Hello everybody, I'm Matt.
I'm Max.
And we're here with episode 2 of our Metal Gear Solid 2 Let's Play. Last time we kind of just watched like the opening cinematic. Now we're on the tanker playing a Solid Snake. I am shooting bullets at people, I guess.
Yeah.
Just starting off going wild.
Good old first person mode.
Yeah.
A welcome addition in this game after Metal Gear Solid 1, which the original game did not have that. Obviously the Twin Snakes version does, but
So you're gonna see me do a lot of really dumb shit that makes like no sense in these like episodes of Snake, because the whole like Snake chapter of the game, it's about 2 hours. It's more than anything else, it's like a technical showcase for the PS2.
yeah.
Which is why you see like really obnoxious like wind and weather effects and like lighting
Right.
all over this area outside. And even more than the rest of the game, it has a really like maximalist like design. Not in the way that like games are maximalist today and that they're like really bloated and just really big and full of shit.
Right.
But, like,
There's not just like waypoints popping up all over the open world map or anything.
and it's not like this map is like the size of like real life Texas or anything. But like there's just like lots of weird, strange like interactions with stuff.
Yeah.
And just like stuff in nooks and crannies.
Yeah, it's very dense.
So, I'm playing on hard mode, so that pentamazine is a drug that will help me when I get a cold and will stop me from sneezing, because my sneeze can alert the guards. Because, like I said, very like maximalist game. So that guy I shot, went to sleep. He's catching some Z's. Bandages will help me stop bleeding when I get shot too many times, because people can also follow my blood trail back to me and catch me.
Right. This game has a lot of just like little systems like that.
Yeah.
I mean, as all of them.
And they don't come up a lot, but because we're playing on hard, they come up a decent amount more. Like,
Right.
people also will see my shadows sometimes as I'm peeking around corners. That's why I do a lot of like weird like peek checks like that.
Yeah.
Or you'll see me in a second here. I shoot out some lights just to like hide some of my shadows.
Yeah.
But I'm also just trying to like show off the weird little sandbox area that they set up for you in the beginning here, because they just want you to like look at the majesty of the PS2.
I am looking respectfully at the majesty of the PS2.
Yes. Behold the PS2, Max.
They don't make them like that anymore. What do I mean by that? I don't know.
So, of course, you can pick up the people to like get drops from them. Very rarely you can get dog tags from them, but the main way you're supposed to get dog tags if you want to be a collector is to just like do holdups, but I'm bad at holdups because I'm bad at this game, despite choosing to play on hard mode for some reason. So I think you do a lot of dumb shit like that instead. Yeah, here I'm just having fun shooting out
Does
lights.
this game have like an extreme difficulty version? Like
Yes, there is a
3 does? Okay.
the European Extreme. I think you need to beat the game once before you can play it. Or maybe, maybe
I
I'm
think
mistaken.
that's how it is in 3 too, right? I forget.
Perhaps, I don't know. This is on a new PS3 that I got, so
Yeah.
I didn't have that luxury. There is like also you can choose whether or not to choose like an insta-fail mode, or like if you get caught,
Right.
it ends.
Okay, so you can turn that on like independent of European Extreme, because that's a thing that's like always built into European Extreme, but.
Or maybe, I don't know. Go back to last episode, look at what I did with the difficulties there. I remember I spent time to show them all off. I do not remember what they were. A little ration peeking out there that I want to go get. With everybody asleep in this area, I can kind of just run around. Rations in this game being, of course, to heal you, but also, if you're holding one, you will not die from lethal damage. It will, like, automatically heal you, because everybody knows if you're just, like, clutching a box of crackers, you're just, like, immune to gunshot wounds.
Yeah.
Snake, go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before
So
letting
these
go.
codec calls
If you need
are
to
like
open the door
a
faster,
lot of different
hit the action
things.
button
If you haven't played a
repeatedly
Metal
while
Gear
you turn the
before,
handle.
they're like
Make sure you keep doing it
simultaneously
until the door's
like exposition,
Yes.
tutorials,
Just like
gameplay advice.
and just like general characterization.
Yeah, there's even a lot of like Easter eggs inside of them,
Yeah.
like calling out very specific moments. They're a lot of fun, and they're like a million times more enjoyable than like your character walking into an area and be like, looks like I should jump on this, or something really stupid.
Yeah, yeah. It's a really just like nice, elegant way of doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And like honestly, it might not be like apparent if you're just mostly playing new games these days, but like it's a very helpful way to just figure out what you're supposed to be doing if you have no clue. Like if you go and play this kind of game, like this game now, like it legitimately will help you figure out where you're supposed to be going a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I tried to cut out some of the more tutorial ones on this clips, but mostly because I don't want like to make you sit through like 2 minutes of Otacon talking about the like super in-depth push-up system in this game, or like grip system.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can do like pull-ups to increase your grip
Yes.
strength.
So you have grip strength levels for some reason that increases your like hanging meter, which is how long you can hang on the outside of a thing. There's me having a cold and sneezing, so I take some medicine to get you healthy. Yeah, so you have a grip strength. You can level it up by doing 100 chin-ups, or you can also fall from a high floor and then grab a ledge 10 times.
Okay. I didn't know about that one, actually. I knew about the pull-ups.
There's not a lot of areas you can do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine like where in the game you would even do that.
Let's see, maybe I'll do it in this chapter, like the Tanker chapter, or sorry, not yeah, the Tanker chapter.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for this guy to show up.
The Majesty of the Soliton radar.
I understand why they got rid of the Soliton radar, just because it's like
Yeah.
cheaty and like does not encourage immersion, and they just made these games like more and more immersive. But
Right. But it's such a good like way to kind of solve that problem in like the earlier games where
so this is the part where we learn that Hideo Kojima is the world's biggest pervert and should just be in a maximum security prison. Take a lot of photos. We'll see why I'm taking all these bad photos later, but it is good.
good. Is it good too?
Of course, you gotta search all these lockers to find the goodies. Just some real exciting gameplay here. We live for this shit. Of course.
High school simulator.
He's another sexy lady.
Opening lockers.
Humana. Max,
So
can you
this
like
one
a
you can get
cartoon
the-
wolf howl?
Awooga. This is the one where you can get the snake beater.
Yes. So, of course, to make all this worse, you can fucking, like, go in the locker and kiss the models. And that's not even, like, half of it.
This reminds me of when
So
we
that's me
first
getting the
met.
kiss in the dark
I was the
trophy.
one inside the locker that time. We're equal now, huh?
Not unless I wet my pants.
That's a low blow, Snake.
Owned.
This is flirting to me.
Of course, a callback to when Snake found out Otacon and he pissed his pants.
This is also a Metal Gear Solid thing. Somebody pisses their pants in every game, right?
Yes.
Like, there's always a character that pees himself.
So, if you stand outside the locker and just, like, stare at a poster for long enough, Snake just starts breathing really heavily. And then you can have this phone call.
What do you think you're doing, Snake? You don't have enough to keep you busy? Try to remember the
boyfriend
mission
catches you
if
jerking off.
can.
Just let that one sink in for a second. Then you get the In English, this trophy is called the Snake Beater Trophy.
Wait, what was it in Japanese? Is it Aikawarazu Genki Dane? Or something like that?
Yes. As always.
Good.
Healthy. You see how bad I am at aiming in the first-person mode? First-person mode is nonsense to today's like video game systems.
Oh, yeah.
You hold in the R1 button and then aim with the left stick.
Yes. And then, what is it? Shoot with square or something like that? What is
Yes, square is to, like, you press square to shoot the gun.
Yeah. That was back when you could just, like, make anything the shoot button on the controller still in video games. It didn't have to be on the triggers.
Yeah, shoot button can be anything.
A shoot button can be anything.
The noise that people make in this game when they get shot is just like... I almost fuck up here. I do the age-old Metal Gear Solid 2 trick.
A classic.
Leave the area before the alert actually goes off.
Yep.
Because if the alert goes off, you're gonna have to hide in like a locker for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. It works like a charm.
Snake, those pipes you see along the wall and ceiling are steam conduits. They're thin enough to penetrate with gunfire. Don't touch the steam. One of those blasts from the hole will burn your skin off. You may be able to use it as a trap of some sort, though.
Otacon giving me some great gameplay tips here. So, part of this, like, tanker section was included on, like, a demo disc of some sort. And it includes this part.
Yeah.
And, like, here's where I just do a bunch of the shit that people who, like, got that demo disc did.
Yes,
It's like,
absolutely.
you have this, like,
shoot the bottles.
1 hour game demo. You're just gonna, like, play it over and over because you think it's amazing. And you just, like, see all of the fucking weird shit that's in this game. Or, like, especially in this, like, room in particular.
Yeah.
Just a lot of, like, random breakable objects, like glass bottles, this ice tray.
There's that whole big, like, glass screen thing in the middle, too, even.
Yeah, these ice cubes, like, actually just melt if you stare at them long enough. Just a lot of, like, whys, but, like, why not? So, yeah, as you just said, this thing is breakable. I shoot this thing a bunch of times.
Yeah, the power of the PS2.
What is the name of the PS2 like CPU? It had like a very special name. People were all like big about it. Really gotta shoot this thing a lot of times to break it down.
Yeah, I feel like when I played this game, it was always like me getting shot. Because I think the enemies can break it too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was always how I had
So there's some like footage of Metal Gear on my TV there. And then as far as you can shoot it, because you don't want to see that shit. Shoot all the bad magazines too. Just a lot of random destructive objects. And then there's this sorry guy. He's just covered in flies for some reason.
He's like a fucking Pigpen from Charlie Brown.
It's all grown up now. He's working for the Russian mafia.
Working for the fucking
Russian army.
Spetsnaz or whatever. Sorry, Peanuts is the name of the company, not Charlie Brown is the character. So I know we were gonna get comments about that.
All the YouTube haters.
Really? all the you know, the huge Peanuts fan community on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Really gonna crucify me for that one.
part's very good.
Raven?
Vulcan Raven, of course, being one of the bosses from Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yep. He sure is.
So probably the most racist thing in that game.
It's
a lot of like weird
probably.
like Native American mythicism stuff associated with him.
Yeah.
These games get hella racist in like other parts too, but
Yeah.
I think in one, this is probably
One,
the
it's
most
probably
racist
Vulcan
guy.
Raven, yeah.
Cool picture of him. Then I set him off here. He just shoots little BBs everywhere. Which, like, I don't know if there's an upper limit on those BBs, but, like, I've seen clips of people just, like, letting them build up for, like, 2 hours, and there's just BBs, like, everywhere.
Now, there's a little something for the...
Time for the fellas.
A little something for the fellas here. I mean, besides the entirety of the game where you're just playing as some dude in a skin-tight suit with his booty cheeks out. Like, that is... To quote one of the best posts on Tumblr.com, Metal Gear Solid was a psyop to make us bisexual.
Just point blank that guy. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for here, but I am just squared up, I guess.
There's a guy over there.
Now, if you like see me like headshotting all these guys and being like, "Wow, Matt's a pro gamer," that's just like how you have to play this game. Because if you body shot the people, they will not fall asleep for like
Yeah. Takes
20,
forever.
30 seconds almost. It feels like. It did take a lot of damage from falling like 2
Wow.
feet there. That's real life.
That is real life. That's just how realistic these games are.
Yes.
Realistic fall damage. Realistic cold physics.
Those are certainly physics giving me a cold.
Yep.
This room is a mess. The Soliton radar is very hard to read in this room because it's very like multi-level.
Yeah, that is kind of where the Soliton radar falls apart, is just any kind of like
Freeze.
super vertical space.
And like, I keep trying to like go up and down these guys because you can somehow make them like do a little shimmy, which is how you get their dog tags. But I
Yeah.
just don't know how to do it properly, and so you see like me scanning them and then just shooting them in the head because I'm bad at this game, despite playing it every year. I get better every time, but still bad. At least so far in this section, I have not fucked up majorly yet. I have not caused like an actual alert, but
Yeah.
that is all going to change because I fuck up so bad in this part. So I'm like, ooh, a nice little ration. A good little treat for me. Or maybe it's not here, but it's coming. Be prepared.
Prepared for an enemy to be spotted. Which is really, really good. Super real Russian accents that all of these
Oh, yes.
grunts have.
Unmatched. Another headshot. Is that elite pro gamer, no scope, 420?
Who's
That
that?
nonsense? Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Enemy sight. Requesting backup unit.
I'm doing this cool wall shuffle here. So luckily, when I get the radar here, I'm in like a good spot to where like they don't find me right away. But
Right.
Because radars in this game are insane and you have to wait out like a whole search and destroy squad,
Yeah.
I just sit in this corner for like fucking like 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, the amount that you have to wait for like the alert level to go down in this game this one specifically is crazy. Because if you think about like,
Yeah, it does go down pretty fast in 1, doesn't it?
yeah, one is not nearly as bad, and 3 is like 3 you can just run away into the woods forever. So like, it's kind of whatever.
Yeah, so like I get through the like alert part of the radar pretty quickly, but they still send out these search squads, and one of them corners me really good. So
Is that a riot shield guy?
the search and destroy squads are usually like equipped up too.
Right.
So got caught, sat here for a minute, now we're all good. I see this guy coming by, and
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm
360
almost certain
no-scope.
that I fuck up here again. Because you can't just like shoot a guy in front of other people. They don't like that.
Right.
And I don't get a good angle to headshot this guy, and so he manages to wake his friend up, starting just
Oh,
a
you
whole,
get the good old infinite loop.
starting a whole chain of just like classic shit show. It's still no like Assassin's Creed 1 style shit shows. Like
Yeah.
Metal Gear never has those, but you do get a lot of like guards repeatedly finding bodies, and you're just
Right.
making a big pile of
They
them.
wake their buddy up, and then you knock them out, and then
Yeah.
they just go back and forth.
Yeah, keep in mind they only sent 18 guys here to take over the whole boat, I guess.
Right.
But I managed to just cause like
a third of them are in this room here with you now.
I also love that they're just immediately like, oh yeah, nothing was wrong.
Nothing was wrong.
Completely normal situation here. Super normal. Super good. And more of me just hiding in this corner. Just a real active episode.
Well, I will say it is tech.
Oh,
It is
this
espionage. Action is questionable.
It's going to be the way these like wall peaks work though is like really nice when you like learn how to do them right.
Yeah.
They just put you at a very good like angle for people. Me getting baited by pistol ammo over and over and over until the day I die. Oh, it was just the wind.
Nothing was wrong.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol
Perfect
of the small
accents.
room on
Yep.
the port side.
Basically native. I do love that poster gag. The poster gag for this locker is actually different on every difficulty,
Oh, really?
which is very strange. So on hard difficulty, the front is of like her, and like the back is of like her backside.
Okay.
I don't remember what all of them are, but I do know that like one of them is like normal. It's two people, like a man and a woman, linked together or something. And like if you close one of the lockers is open, when you close it, it looks like the dude has like
Time to
armor under
save?
it or something.
Gotcha.
It's like a weird gag that way, but As is the way I kind of break up these early episodes here, I generally end them by saving and hearing some of Otacon's super bullshit wisdom.
Okay, there's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something, probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're
That's
greedy.
not what that means, bro.
Remember the deep family's fish.
Okay, well, we're gonna wrap up there. So I'm Matt.
I'm Max.
See you next time. Thank you for watching.